In this video, we are going to be comparing two cheddar garlic biscuit mixes. We have the Southeastern Mills cheddar garlic biscuit mix and the Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuit mix. So these were mailed to us from Daniel in Branson, Missouri, and we figured we would go head to head and see which one is the best mix. I don't know where Daniel bought these, how much he paid or anything like that. So we're just going to be judging on the flavor of these. So we're going to do one mix at a time. I will tell you right now, the Southeastern Mills mix only requires milk, and the Red Lobster mix requires half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, a 1/4 stick of butter, and some water. So if you want to do the Red Lobster mix, it does require more as far as stuff like that goes. So the Southeastern Mills cheddar garlic biscuit mix, you want to preheat your oven, combine biscuit mix and half a cup of cold milk, and you want to mix until you have soft dough forms, and then drop by spoonfuls onto lightly greased cookie sheet, which I have a cookie sheet with parchment paper. That's how I always do it. And it says there are 6 servings in the container, so 6 biscuits. Tell you what, I can smell the garlic, and I see the cheddar cheese in here, but it smells really, really good and garlicky. In the Red Lobster, in their instructions, it tells you you need the 1/4 cup of butter. You're not going to use it right now. You don't need that until afterwards. This comes with 2 pouches. It comes with your biscuit mix, and then it comes with your, this is your garlic herb mix. And so you're gonna use your garlic herb mix after these have baked. You're going to just put your water and your cheese in. So this one does not come with cheese, but it does make, this one mix does make more biscuits. This one, it says there's about 10 servings in there. First set, Southeastern Mills, it didn't say that you were supposed to have some extra butter, but it does say in the directions, it doesn't say you will need it, but then in the directions it does say to put some, brush some butter over the top of the warm biscuits. So you do need to have some butter. What I did was I used 2 tablespoons, and I just melted 2 tablespoons just because that's what I already had in the refrigerator. And but you can see that's plenty. So that's those. This recipe, remember it told you that you needed 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and you're gonna use your garlic herb blend now. Okay, now mix these together. And then the directions say to take 1 tablespoon and put 1 tablespoon of the butter on top of each biscuit. So it's gonna have a lot of the seasoning. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have my 1 teaspoon, and I'm gonna put it on top, and you do it right on top of the hot biscuit. First we're gonna try the Southeastern Mills, And it says it's 146 calories probably for each one, and there were 6 servings in here, so I made sure I got 6. But now I did not get them equal. You would have to literally weigh them. So this one was just to remind you all and to tell Kevin, because Kevin wasn't here when I made these. These are made in Rome, Georgia, but all you had to have for these was a half a cup of milk. So all the seasoning, the cheese, all that was already in here. So just a half a cup of milk, easy peasy.
I got a really strong garlic flavor. I don't know if the cheese does much for it.
Yeah.
I like the texture. The texture reminds you of a Biscuit biscuit.
I like the texture too.
Yeah, like a Biscuit, a homemade, if you made a Biscuit biscuit, you know, mix it all up, pat it out and stuff, and put your own garlic and cheese in it, it would be a very similar texture to that.
You definitely get the garlic.
Oh, the garlic is
strong.
It's a good texture. It's a little pale looking, but the texture is fine.
Right. Yeah, they cooked.
Because these
really
are more yellow though.
Yeah, these cooked really well. So they're perfect. Even though they look pale because they're against the Red Lobster. So the flavor of those was good. I like those. So now this one, you had to have a little bit more. This one you had to have water, which we have water, but you also had to have a half a cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese.
Right.
And you had to have a 1/4 cup of butter. So that's what you have to have for these.
I like the Red Lobster ones better.
The texture's better.
I got a couple of reasons. The texture's better. The flavors are more balanced. So the other ones were all garlic, in your face garlic. These are more, you get a decent balance of the cheese and the garlic kind of together. I like that. It's not, I mean, they're garlicky, but they're not so garlicky to where you can't taste anything else.
Well,
and
let me tell you,
the texture and the flavor of the actual biscuit itself is better too.
The big difference, what Kevin doesn't know, this one had the garlic and cheese mixed in with the recipe. This one you mixed in the cheese, but the actual garlic doesn't go on until after they're baked.
Oh.
You bake them, they come out of the oven, they give you a packet.
Oh, like a sprinkle on.
They give you a packet of seasoning, and you melt your 1/4 cup butter in the microwave. You add the seasoning to the butter, mix it up, and then you put a whole teaspoon on each biscuit.
That makes sense why they're darker brown on the top.
Oh, okay.
The butter browned them up on top, because if you brush butter on the top of a biscuit, it turns brown on top. I mean, even after they're baked.
Oh, okay.
Just think about the rolls I make for like Thanksgiving and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They come out kind of pale looking, but you brush butter on top of them, they brown right up.
But you know, I did brush butter on top of these.
I don't know. Well, for some reason, they just didn't brown. These are just, they browned up. I like the Red Lobster ones better, but just know that they're not as over the top garlicky as the other ones.
Yeah.
So if you really want it garlic, then those are 100% the way to go.
Yeah, if you want a stronger garlic, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how much Daniel paid. I don't think either one of these is a bad mix.
No, they're both good.
They really are. If you want a stronger garlic, though, this is a great one to buy. And you only have to have...
And if you don't want to have to add anything else.
Yeah, you only have to have milk. That's it. Half a cup of milk for this. The Red Lobster, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how much they cost him, but you're going to have a half a cup of cheese on hand, you know, and not everybody thinks about that when they're going to make a biscuit mix. Oh, I have to have half a cup of cheese on hand. And a 1/4 cup of butter. That's not bad. But just know that you do have to have that on hand. But I do like these a lot.
One thing about the Red Lobster ones, though, is you put just regular cheddar cheese in here. You could have used extra sharp. or some other kind of cheese that was a really stronger cheese flavor and really made them cheesy.
Well, it's...
But you could also, if you wanted to, you could add more cheese to those. If you wanted more of a cheesy flavor.
Absolutely.
You could have added more cheese to that and made them probably just as good as this and made them more garlicky.
Yes, so it just depends on the cost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're talking about $1 and $3, then...
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how close the cost is, but honestly, both of them are really, really good.
Are really good.
So yeah, just because these are a different brand, I know this is what Red Lobster, if you're in another country, you might think, well, what's the big deal? Red Lobster is a restaurant in the United States.
And they're known for their
they're known for their biscuits. This is why people like to eat there. But you would think it was for the seafood. It's not. It's for the cheddar biscuits.
What were you going to say about the cheese? Does it say to use regular cheese?
It says use shredded sharp cheddar cheese.
And we just use regular medium cheddar.
We had medium cheddar cheese, so I didn't use sharp. Yeah. I used medium.
So the cheese flavor would have been a little stronger.
It would have been, but I used what I had because I didn't want to have to go out and spend another $3 to buy cheese that I didn't have. So I just used what we had.
Yeah, I think they're both good though.
But thank you so much to Daniel. This was really fun getting to try these and see which one was the best. And I hope you all found it interesting too. So thanks for watching.